Our legal institutions have the possibility of forgiveness, not usually theorized as such, but mercy is always a feature of power. I recently published a book called When Should Law Forgive? And at the heart of it is really asking whether the tools built into the legal system that allow forgiveness should be used more, and whether we need a jurisprudence of forgiveness, that is, a set of rules or guidelines about when those tools should be used. For me, forgiveness means letting go of a justified grievance. And while we often think about that in our interpersonal lives, the legal system also has these techniques for letting go of a justified grievance. So, for example, amnesty. Amnesties have been awarded in our legal system, for example, for Vietnam-era draft resistors. Amnesty actually by President Ronald Reagan for people who had broken the immigration laws. The tools also include bankruptcy, allowing people to step aside from their debts and start over. Those are the obvious aspects, but actually every government official, police officers, prosecutors, have discretion, and the exercise of discretion includes the possibility of forgiving. Our civilization has swung so far in the pendulum towards punitiveness. We're living in a country that has incarcerated more people per capita than any civilization in the history of humanity. The use of fines and fees by courts, people who don't have money to begin with now being expected to pay for their own punishment, and they can't. We could learn a lot about how other societies have at times had a reset button that says maybe we've swung too far, we need to start over, not just for individuals, but as a society. There's a movement in the law in this country and elsewhere called restorative justice, where someone who has broken the law or violated some kind of a legal rule is brought into a conversation with those who have been harmed, but also others in the community, and where the experience of the harm and the causes of the violation are explored, and it's very future-oriented. Many high schools in the United States now are using restorative justice circles as a way to deal with school discipline, but so is the District of Columbia when it comes to juvenile court. And those are settings where it's possible for people to apologize and maybe for others to forgive. It's my own view that it would be very wrong for the power of the law to be used to pressure people to forgive. It's really got to be a choice. That's another kind of violation if someone who's been harmed is pressured or forced to forgive. But forgiveness is very hard to happen interpersonally unless there's proximity, and the law can make it more likely that people can have conversations.